Guess what? New Zealand just dropped huge news for those dreaming of working here. And trust me, if you are skilled, passionate, and ready for an adventure, you're going to want to hear this. If you've ever felt stuck in a visa limbo, working hard, contributing to New Zealand's economy, but unsure if you ever call this place home, today's announcement might just be the game changer that you've been waiting for. Let's break it down, Sassy engineer style. Anywhere you go, anywhere you go. Kia ora whānau, it's your girl the Sassy engineer, your favorite Niger Kiwi down under New Zealand. For years, skilled migrant in New Zealand have been asking, I've got the experience, I'm earning well, I'm settled, so why is residence still out of reach? Today, the government finally said, we hear you, we see you, we hear you. 2 new residence pathways were announced under the skilled migrant category, and they are set to launch in mid-2026. These aren't just tweaks as usual. They are a real shift towards practical experience and on-the-ground contribution. At least that is what they said, and that is what it looks like. They are aimed for people who are already here, working, paying tax, doing the mahi, but still can't quite cross that residency finish line. So yes, the government just announced those 2 today. Some news outlets call it New Work Residence Pathway, some call it New Residence Pathway. Immigration New Zealand website calls it New Residence Pathway. So that is what we are going to call it, because actually it's a residence pathway. So I checked, and I found that 75% of you are not subscribed to my channel. What are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button to join the community. Like this video. You know how it helps the algorithm. So help me help you. Subscribe, like this video, share it to those who need it. Click the bell button to get notified of my new videos. Okay? Or should I kneel down and beg you? Oh, come on now. I'm the Sassy engineer. I shouldn't be kneeling down to beg you. Alright, let's continue. So what are these 2 new residence pathways that were announced today? The first one is a skilled work experience pathway. And that one is for you who have been grinding and working hard in roles that are on ASCO level 1 to 3. You need to have 5 years of directly relevant work experience, at least 2 of those years in New Zealand. So those out of the 5 years, 2 of them has to be in New Zealand, working for a New Zealand employer. And those New Zealand years of experience, you must be paid at least 1.1 times the median wage. The median wage is currently 33.56 New Zealand dollars per hour. You don't need fancy degrees, your experience speaks volume. So who this helps are people in ASCO level 1 to 3 roles, chefs, IT specialists, engineers, healthcare workers, and anyone who's built their career through hands-on work. So if you've been grinding away in any of this skilled role, aiming above that threshold, you now have a clear target. This is the pathway that says, we see your experience, we value it, now let's lock you in. Okay? The second one is targeting tradies and technicians. This is a trades and technician pathway, and it's for those in specified trades. So think carpenters, electricians, mechanics, etc. Finally, your skills have their own lane, because we know how it can be hard for these people. So what you need to qualify is level 4. You need a level 4 or higher education, 4+ years post-qualification experience. So that means that 4 years after, you need 4 years experience after you got that qualification. Then at least 18 months of that experience should be in New Zealand, earning median wage or above. Okay, so I repeat, level 4 or higher qualification, 4+ years post-qualification experience, and 18 months of those 4 years should be in New Zealand, earning at least median wage or above. And who this helps are skilled tradies who are often being overlooked in residence pathways. This is true, despite them being essential to New Zealand infrastructure. So the government is saying, hey, we know the country literally doesn't run without you, and this is true. So here is your shot at residence. Well, at least that's what it looks like. Taking some excerpts from Immigration New Zealand website and the Beehive website, we're going straight to the source and taking this information directly from the source. The Beehive statement says, businesses told us it was too hard for some migrants to gain residence even when they had crucial skills and significant experience. We are fixing it. That's what Nicola Willis, who is the finance minister, says. Now, Immigration New Zealand says that these pathways are designed to better reflect the value of practical skills and migrants' contribution to New Zealand's workforce. The skilled work experience pathway is designed to help employers retain experienced workers who are already contributing to New Zealand's economy and have demonstrated value in their roles. So basically, it's a fancy way of saying we don't want to lose you. Okay, right. As you all know, not everyone is clapping. New Zealand's first has pulled the classic agree to disagree card. They are worried about two things. New Zealand First is a party, right? We have Labour, National, and all that. So the current government is a coalition party between National and New Zealand First. So the New Zealand First leader, Winston Peter, raised concerns involving the rare agree to disagree clause in the coalition. And he has his worries. And he's basically worried about two things. Actually, that's New Zealand First, but obviously he's the leader, so he's the one speaking. They are worried about two things: that migrants will use New Zealand as a stepping stone to hop over to Australia. As you know, in the news, you've heard that a lot of people are migrating to Australia. Apparently, most of them are actually Kiwis. But that worries NZ First. They said New Zealand is being used as a stepping stone into Australia. We take them in, train them, upskill them, look after their families, and then they emigrate. So it's a classic tension between balancing national interest with migrant opportunity. But Immigration Minister Erica Stanford responded with clarity. She said, "This doesn't represent a flood of people. It's a small targeted number of highly skilled migrants." So that is the first worry. His second worry is that this is just a patchwork instead of training more Kiwis for these jobs. So yeah, expect more political debates about who exactly makes the cut. But again, this is supposed to come out in August 2026 next year. So towards the time we will know if they are going to go through with it. And election is October 2026, so National will still be in power. That is that about this announcement. It's good news, just that some people are not quite happy about that. But for us migrants, it is good news. Okay, here's the part that you should care about. The rules are clear. Finally recognize trades and technicians properly, because if you're in that role, you will know that yeah, it's always very dicey. Today they'll say, we like it. Tomorrow they say, okay, go and rest. So now they finally recognized trades and technicians properly. And if you studied here, you might even get residency faster. And for employers, it means that you can hold on to skilled workers that you already have, because it's a bit dicey. Once, especially those on an accredited employer work visa, once it finishes, you have to go back. There are other residence visa pathways. You have the green list, which if your occupation is on the green list, you are practically a VIP. These roles are where New Zealand has severe shortages and things: engineer, healthcare heroes, IT, certain trades. Just check the list. There's tier 1, tier 2. I've talked about it on my channel, so go and watch it. There are sector agreements beyond individual roles. You have that New Zealand is making deals with in an entire sector, for instance, transport sector, and also helping bring and boost the economy. So if you are in one of those sectors, you might have tailored pathways specifically for you. And then you have the simplified process that just aims to make visa application less of a headache. As you know, it's usually, I think New Zealand actually tries to make this clear. So clearer requirements, more predictability. While it's never easy, the intention is to streamline your journey. If you've been in NZ, quietly wondering if this country will ever let you settle, this could be your chance. So what do you think? Is this a real solution or just more immigration musical chairs? Drop a comment, subscribe for more breakdowns, and if you're reading this from my blog, hi, I see you. This is the Sassy engineer, making immigration less boring, one policy at a time. Matewa. Anywhere you go.